6.
At any given time, there are 500 homeless people in St. Joseph County. Roughly 100 don't have a place to stay.
But there's a project to help house South Bend's most vulnerable citizens, and WSBT-22's Zach Crenshaw has been looking into the potential development. Zach?
That's right, Rick. Right now, there is no permanent housing facility for South Bend's homeless population, but there are organizations working to make one a reality, and they're confident the impact is more than just a roof over someone's head. On the corner of Indiana and Kemble, on South Bend's southwest side, there's an empty lot. But there's also a vision.
There'll be 32 apartment units. There'll be community rooms, kitchen, offices.
Marco Mariani is the executive director of the South Bend Heritage Foundation, the nonprofit that's the driving force behind the project that's a first for South Bend and the county.
You know, we don't have a permanent supportive housing development in St. Joe County. Elkhart has one. Muncie, Fort Wayne, Bloomington, Indianapolis, all of the other major cities in Indiana.
The housing is for the city's most vulnerable, and there would be almost no barriers or requirements for the men and women given shelter.
They're able to really wake up to their lives, and they find that their full-time job is managing their life, managing maybe their illness, managing their addiction.
Unlike other shelters, this housing facility would work to keep people from being evicted. And while government aid and subsidies are provided, it's not a free ride.
These individuals will have leases, they pay rent.
The South Bend Heritage Foundation applied for $3.5 million in tax credits. They'll find out in February whether or not they were accepted. But if they are, there could be a housing complex for the homeless here in 2017. While the city's homeless population stands to benefit the most, the project helps the community too.
You know, there isn't ambulance calls, trips to the emergency room, calls out for police officers to deal with a homeless situation.
And many are hopeful the empty lot doesn't stay empty long. The project is still in the early stages, but a lot of work has already been done, including focus groups with the city's homeless. The Heritage Foundation has a number of partners, including Oaklawn and Indiana Health Center, which will help provide services, including continued care for mental health. In the studio, Zach Crenshaw, WSBT 22 News.